Alright you guys, so this is part 2 of the closet organization videos, however you want to call it. So for my closet, most of you are already familiar with it. I'm just going to be organizing it, making it nice and neat. I'm going to take everything out, vacuum. Also stay tuned for another organizing video with those mason jars. They're extra large jars. It was 6 of them for $10, so it was an amazing deal, and I have an idea for all of those jars, so stay tuned for a kitchen cabinet organization video. But for today's part 2 of the closet organization, I'm only going to be working on this shelf and then this whole area. I'm actually going to leave this stuff up there because I am not tall and I do not want to grab the chair again. Yeah, I almost fell last time I was in that closet over there cleaning it. I'm just gonna leave that stuff up there. It's just my carry-on, like the travel carry-on. We used to go on a lot of vacations back then. Haven't gone on a vacation since 2019. We've just been working like crazy. So that carry-on just sits there for now. The bag you see is just a bunch of winter clothes, so that's filled with like chunky sweaters. It's also filled with jeans that, well, not filled, but like there's like 2-3 pairs of jeans that do not fit me right now. It's not going to stay in that bag forever. Once when like November comes, I'll go through everything with you guys. As for like everything else, we're gonna go through it. I also really need to start buying new underwear, which I think I finally found the underwear that I like. I'm probably gonna pick it up maybe later tonight. My underwears haven't been fitting. They're falling off of me, so I want to organize like that little basket. We're gonna organize both baskets, but this basket has underwear that just does not fit me. With me being in my 30s, I do not want underwear that rides up my butt anymore. I want comfortable underwear. Yeah, you want to join the video? You want to help mama? Okay. So anyways, I think I covered the bases on like what we're gonna do for this closet. It's not that serious. It's just a sprucing up, nice cleaning, nice dusting that, you know, it just needs it. Milo is the star of the show, let's be honest. Right? You're the star of the show. You want to give mama a kiss? Thank you. Such a sweet boy. And then moving on to this closet. So my boyfriend just left for work, which is great because he kind of already cleared it out for me. So there's a nice good space here. I'm going to be taking everything out and dusting it. I'm not going to like declutter it completely because 90% of the stuff that's in here is my boyfriend's. But we're just gonna like sprucing everything up. So this is a good like before part. Again, this is not meant to look like a Pinterest post. As much as I would love for all the closets to look immaculate like I used to live, it's just not realistic when you live with someone else, or you know, you have 2 different personalities in a home. Things aren't meant to be perfect all the time. So I finally embraced the mess. So I find folding laundry very relaxing. Ever since I was a kid, I just found a way to make it less tedious, if that makes any sense. So the clothes that you guys see me folding is mostly my boyfriend's clothes. He works a lot, so he doesn't really have time to do this, and I know some people have their own opinions on me helping my boyfriend out. So yeah, keep your own opinions to yourself. We work together with, you know, with our relationship and things like that. If I was working a lot too, he would do the same for me. But anyways, going back to what's important, my crazy neatness. I've always been a very neat person. Even when I was a kid, my mom would always tell me, like when I was like 4 or 5 years old, she would catch me in the room or even in her room folding everyone's clothes, like refolding the clothes and making sure everything's nice and neat. And I am the same way when it comes to my boyfriend's clothes. I personally do not fold my clothes. Like you see me fold in my pajamas and that's about it. So I do hang up majority of my wardrobe, but when it comes to folding, there's some kind of like satisfaction I get with everything being nice and neat and color organized, and I know I can get out of control sometimes. That's why I kind of like fasten up this video, so I would like spare you guys the how long I take to fold clothes because of my neatness. Alright you guys, so I finished folding the laundry and now I'm gonna go through this basket with you. I hope you can hear me well. I have the camera like beside me. I hope you can see me well too. I had to brighten up the lens because there's such poor lighting in this room, but bear with me. These are the underwears that I own. All of my socks are perfectly fine. I kind of like checked them as I was folding, well, yeah, like folding the socks, I guess you want to put it that way. Making sure there's no holes or anything like that. Anything that has a hole, I just get rid of. These are all of my winter socks, so I'm gonna keep all of those. I have a clean bra here. There's another bra I have. I actually have to hand wash it. And then I have like this whole row is my period underwear. So these are all fine. The only thing that we really need to like go through is my underwears. I know this might be TMI to some people. We all wear underwear at the end of the day. Like I said, some of these do not fit. And I've had them for so long. I want to say since 2018 I've had these underwear. So it's definitely time for me to upgrade. So these do not fit. These are just like way too big for me. So those can go. These fit fine. That fits fine. I'm not a fan. Well, do I? No, these. The problem with these like silky underwears, they end up like, when I wear them, they end up doing this. Like they roll like this. I don't know if I'm making any sense, but like they don't stay like, how do I explain this? Like they don't stay like this on my hips. They roll into this like tiny little string on my hips and it's so annoying. So I'm gonna get rid of these. Also the lace is coming off of them. I know you guys can't really tell, but kind of ripped, and it's time to say goodbye. These are all right. The only thing I don't like about these is the fact that they go up my butt, and I'm like so over booty shorts, so booty short underwears, I guess if that's how you say it. That used to be me in my 20s. I used to go from thongs in my early 20s, and then I stopped wearing thongs around 25, and then from 26 to 30 I was been wearing these like booty short underwears, and now I'm just over it. These are not bad. Ever since I lost a couple pounds, these have been fitting pretty well, and they don't go up my butt, which I really love. Yeah, they're not bad at all. So I'm gonna keep these for now, and I'm also gonna keep these because these fit pretty well, and I am gonna keep these because I mean I only have 3 pairs right now. So like I said, I'm gonna go to Target later on tonight, and the underwear that I'm wearing right now, obviously I can't show you. Target carries this brand called Parade, and they're around like $7 for 1 pair of underwear, so it's not bad. Oh my god, I should be facing you. What am I doing? I'm like facing my clothes the whole time, forgetting that I need to be on camera. Yeah, so Target has this underwear brand called Parade, and they fit amazing. They're like these bikini underwears, and they don't like ride up as much as like the booty short ones do. They're just comfortable. They're comfortable to work out in. A size medium fits me, so I am no longer a large when it comes to underwear. I guess that's like the first sign of weight loss, even though I don't see it here yet or in my chest. This is gonna take some time. I see it in my hip area, and my underwear is the size of my underwear is changing, so which is great, and I'm really happy and proud. But I'm not going to talk too much about it because I want to do more and talk less. Once again, I am so sorry about the lighting, you guys. Let me try to brighten it up. It became really dark, so alright, like I'm gonna put this over here. Oh, another thing with these underwears, like these ones, they were falling off my butt so bad when I was walking and doing my workouts. They were like going under my booty cheeks. It was just horrible. I kept pulling them up every like 5 minutes. So annoying. So time to just get rid of those. I don't think I explained why I was getting rid of that pair. Alright, so I will be honest, I have a lot of sweaters. So we have 1 sweater, 2, 3. Like I said, this is the only stuff that I feel comfortable in nowadays, especially with a much bigger chest. So I've just been wearing a lot of sweaters. I get all of my sweaters from Amazon. You guys have seen me in these sweaters for so long. There's some I don't wear on camera. Like this is a medium. It fits me, but it's pretty tight, but I'm still gonna keep it because I know I'll fit in it again. I'm just gonna put it at the bottom of the little box. I actually wear it every now and then when I don't have any of these sweaters to wear. The same thing goes for this brown one. I don't wear this one on camera or anything because it's somewhat smaller, even though it looks big, but I just wear that off camera because I just don't like the way I look in it. As for these two sweaters, I love them. This is like a charcoal gray, and then the black sweater. These are like my babies. I feel so comfortable in them. And all these sweaters are great for the winter time. I know I have a lot, but they work so well because when we go for walks when it's like cold out, I will wear one of these and be perfectly fine. When it comes to like this summer weather, I'll wear this. As for pajamas, I just purchased these like sets, these pajama sets from Amazon. I know a lot of people purchase the Skims sets. They're just so expensive, and these sets are like, I think it was like $35. Not bad. I will say the quality is not like luxurious, but it does the job. Like, it's just meant for you to go to sleep in, and they just work really well. I've had them since 2021 and I have no complaints whatsoever. So I have them in brown. The black pair is my favorite, and then I also have them in gray, which is in the closet. I might not have to empty out the clothes. I might just leave the clothes on the hanger and then just vacuum the bottom because this closet is really not that serious. Like I said, I keep my pajamas right in the middle. I'm gonna like refold them and make them look a little bit neater. So now that that part is all cleared out, I'm gonna get my reusable duster and just dust it really quick. By the way, you guys, this duster is absolutely amazing. Nothing like falls. Like, I don't know if you've ever dusted before with those like feathery dusters, and like when you're dusting, things fall, like particles fall down. Not this one. This one works so well that it collects literally everything. Just gonna get in here really quick. It's not even that dusty. Yeah, I don't see any dust, but just want to make sure, you know, dust it a little bit because we do get some spiders and things like that, so just want to dust some spider webs. And like I said, I will try to have these linked down below for you guys. I always have all the things that I purchased from Amazon on my storefront, so you can always check the description box to see everything that I have purchased in the past 6 years from Amazon. Now, as for the clothes, there's actually one thing I want to get rid of because it kind of lost its quality. And like I said, I make mistakes too. I'm not perfect, you guys. Skims dupe dress. It does not hold my breasts up. I've owned this for 2 years now, and I tried it on the other day because I was going to wear it for the day, and it does not fit at all. Like, it's not that like because my weight gain, it's just the fact that it's so stretched out now. It looks like a legit nightgown. So the material, I mean, I've worn this so many times last summer, the summer before, and the material, like these parts like have stretched out so much. It's just time for it to go, and who knows, maybe in the future I'll find a better quality one. I actually looked this up like on my orders from 2 years ago when I ordered it, and the seller stopped selling. So I think there's probably a reason for that. But yeah, like I said, I make mistakes too, especially when you're on a budget, a tight budget. You sometimes purchase something that is cheap and it might work out, it might not. So it did last me 2 years, but I am definitely going to donate it. I know my wardrobe is very, very limited, but like I said, I'm a work in progress right now, and luckily I work from home. We don't go out to events. We're just constantly working and trying to save money, and yeah, we just stay home. Like, we don't go to like out to eat or anything like that. So what I have works for me. These tank tops I wear around the house. I do not wear them outside of the house because, like I said, my breasts are pretty big, so I'm spilling out of them a lot. So I only wear them in the house. I do not like showing skin like that outside the house. My style is definitely evolving, and hopefully in like 4 or 5 years from now I will have a whole different closet, different, you know, setup. But like I always say, I'm working with what I have. I still love the white sneakers, the heels. Even though I don't go out, it's good to have that on hand in case, you know, a funeral or an event you have to go to. I also have a pair of flip-flops that I've owned for a while. The only two pairs I wish I could get rid of, but it's just not the right time to purchase high quality flats, is those two pairs right there. I wish that I could have two pairs of flats that fit perfectly, and I also wish I could have a different pair of flip-flops because I'm over the whole like thong looking flip-flops. But in time everything will change. It's just, again, not the right time for me to be swapping things out, especially when we're trying to still save for a house. So everything is pretty much the same. I will say when I was vacuuming this area, it needed it so bad. You can hear like all the gunk coming up from the carpet. Everything is nice and organized. Let me show you how it looks. Again, it's not a drastic difference, but at least I know it's dusted, it's clean. I went through one basket, and that's the thing too, when you adapt a minimalist lifestyle and you start living with the things that you will use or you use often, cleaning becomes a breeze, especially when you're going through like little baskets and things like that. It doesn't take hours anymore like it used to for me. So throughout this whole process, the only things that I decided to get rid of is a dress that doesn't fit well anymore and two pairs of underwears that is going in the trash. I never donate underwear, just sanitization issues, and even though they're clean, I have washed them, it's just not ideal to donate underwear, especially underwear that is like, I don't know, from 2019. It's time to just let those go. I mean, at least a dress I can definitely donate, but overall I'm really happy with my closet. I think it looks great. I do like opening the closet and just seeing how everything's just nice and organized. Is it perfect? No, but you know, at the end of the day, life is not meant to be perfect anyways. Also, a little update on this like wood shoe rack thing. It is amazing. It doesn't stain, and I've put wet shoes on here before and it just works out so well. Another thing that I wouldn't mind having in the far future is a pair of rain boots. Rain boots or rain shoes. I feel like that's something that could come in handy for me. Like I said, I do hope to get into more of like a different style, not a different style, but more of a sophisticated style. You know, I want to feel like well put together. And like I was saying, not anytime soon, but I've never owned a pair of like rain boots or rain shoes, like waterproof shoes. I feel like that'll be great, especially when it comes to the spring here and also the fall. It rains a lot, and every time I go out in my regular sneakers or even in like those white sneakers or my flats, I get soaked and the soles are extremely slippery. So I have to be extra careful when I leave the house when it's like pouring rain. But no matter what I do, like if I was to add to this shoe rack, I feel like everything would fit perfectly without it looking cluttered. And also they do have different colors, so just a little FYI, you do not have to get it in this wood color. I purchased it in this wood color because I wanted it to match like my hangers. Again, I'm a little anal when it comes to things like that. I like things to match, and that's why I went with the wood one. When I tell you doing this closet was a workout, it was a huge workout. I didn't realize how much stuff was actually in this closet until I decided to empty it out. And I feel like that's the same situation, like when you move, you don't realize how much stuff you have until you start emptying out your closets and your bureaus and things like that. I don't know why, but I get so much joy in seeing an empty closet. It's crazy how much stuff can be stuffed inside of a closet. I'm out of breath right now because it was a workout. It was a lot of stuff. Also, when it came to the Milo's cat carrier, I ended up putting it here. It fits perfect, and it's just great because like his cat area is here, like what we organized in the last video. So if you guys haven't seen the first video of organizing, I'll have it linked down below. But this works out perfectly. And now I can just close this. I know it's gonna make noise, bear with me. It's like nails in a chalkboard every time. All right, so now I'm just going to vacuum this. This is a painting that my boyfriend was working on back in the day. He just wants to keep it. So once again, you have to respect other people's stuff. Oof, I cannot talk right now. My goal is to put whatever we don't use all the time up top there, and whatever we do use all the time down here. Another thing that I want to say is that this garden thing is gonna go back to my mom. I tried last month to grow things and it just didn't work out. Also, Milo kept trying to like take out the pods and run off with them, and I just told her it's something that I can't have here, so I'm gonna give her that back. I'm also gonna give her all of the little grow things back. This apartment is just too small to have something like this because Milo is just very, very curious. If we had like another room, like another bedroom or something, then I would keep it and keep that in the other bedroom, but it was just a pain in the butt to move it every night because Milo does sleep with us ever since he was diagnosed with FIP, so we like to check on his breathing and stuff. So he sleeps at the bottom of the bed, and best believe every night like clockwork, the Monstera and then the cutting goes into the bathroom every freaking night. I get a workout every time I get out the shower, put my pajamas on. Our night routine is very different nowadays. I'm going in with my reusable duster again, and I heard a noise and it was a quarter that was tucked in the back, which is great because I ended up putting that back in the quarter jar. Also, I made this little contraption to hold my reusable duster. It's just my boyfriend's, it's like an extra strap from a backpack, so I just took it off and clipped it onto like the wall part, and it works great. Also, vacuuming this carpet was so satisfying because like you can just hear all the stuff coming up from it, and I love that sound when you're vacuuming and you hear all of the junk coming up from the carpet. It's I get so satisfied with it, or I think it's satisfying, I should say. Damn, every time I do these voiceovers I feel like I cannot talk properly. Anyways, I'm just putting everything back as organized as possible. Again, it's not going to be perfect, but I feel like it's going to be a lot more functional, especially for my boyfriend because he's the one that uses this closet the most because of all of the work gear he has. I personally do not own a lot of work gear. I own a camera bag, and I also own a backpack now because I've been going to the library to edit these videos. So I own one backpack and a camera bag, and all my gear is in those two bags. As for him, he owns a lot more gear, so he needs a bigger space like this closet to place everything. Alright, I feel like this closet took forever because I was going through some things and trying to fit a lot of like the loose items into the backpack. Just trying to make things look a little bit more neater and more functional. So starting with the bottom, I still have like my cleaning area here. This Dyson needs a deep clean again. Probably gonna do that in the next couple of months. It takes a long time to clean this, but it works so much better when you deep clean your Dyson. Be prepared not to use your Dyson for like 2 to 3 days because everything has to air dry, but it acts brand new the minute you deep clean these things. I also have my steam mop back there. I've owned these two items for a long time now. The steam mop I purchased in 2020. The Dyson I purchased in, I think it was like the end of 2018. So I've owned these items for a while. I always take care of the things that I own and purchase, or try to take care of them as much as I can. I don't leave my Dyson plugged in, and I do have the Dyson stand, but since we live in an apartment, we're not allowed to poke holes in the wall. So I'm saving the stand. I've been saving the stand for years until we get a house of our own. Over here is my boyfriend's area, his like work drop off. So I just have 2 of his bags there, another bag that he has, and then he is using 2 more bags. He has a lot of like gear when it comes to like photography and videography. So this is what's been working for him for now. As long as everything's nice and neat, then I am happy. I don't care how many bags he owns, but I'm just happy that everything is somewhat organized. And I know like when he comes in, he'll have more room now since the Bissell's not here. So his big backpack will have a lot more room, so it won't be like piled in there. As for all of these hangers, I did declutter a lot of clothes back in the winter time, and again, some of my winter clothes are in a bag right now that I'm not using. So these are just all of my extra hangers. I'm not getting rid of them. I really like these hangers, and I have them organized. If you guys seen how I was doing it, I'll explain. These stickers have been on since 2017, so they're pretty good. They hold sweaters, so your sweater won't like fall off. So these are the sticker hangers, plain, and then those are like for jeans or leggings. So I just have everything nice and organized there in case we have like guests come over and they want to hang up their coat. We still have room for them to grab a hanger and hang up their coat, which is cool. For this first shelf, we just have our laundry system. I do have dryer balls. I have no idea where they are. They gotta be in like probably the other closet. Picture the dryer balls right there. We also have quarters. I switched the quarter jar. We had a bigger jar, but it didn't have a cover, so the smaller jar is a lot better and it takes up less room and it has a cover, which is great. I also have my clothes steamer situation. I've had that for years as well. It's still going strong. I do want to upgrade it because there are a lot better ones now that don't leak a lot of water. In time I will do a lot of upgrades. It's not the right time as of right now. And then I have our Bissell cleaner, like the solution that goes in the green machine. And then I have our white little laundry soap, and then the regular laundry soap. So that's basically all I use, is just 2 laundry soaps and some reusable dryer balls. When it comes to laundry, I don't use laundry dryer sheets or anything like that. I feel like they're such a waste of money. The scent beads, all that stuff gives me a headache, so we keep it very, very basic in this house, which helps me save a ton of cash when it comes to doing laundry. In this little foot bath situation, I do have some things in there. So when it comes to like my boyfriend, like, well, let me not blame him all the way, like it's my fault too. I do have some contraptions for the Dyson, which I don't know where else to put. My boyfriend's drone guards, which he's not using his drone today. So the client didn't want drone, so the guards stay home. And then I have just this like water temperature thingy that helps you not overwater your plants. I've had this one forever, so I'm just keeping that in there for now. And when I do decide to do like a foot bath, which I'll do like maybe once a month, because I'm pretty lazy with it, but when I have the time, I'll just take everything out, put it on the side, and then just fill that up and use it. And then once when I'm done using it, clean it out, rinse it off, dry it, and then put everything back in it. I'm not gonna go too much in detail with what's up here because I have no freaking clue. These boxes are filled with wires and gadgets for my boyfriend's cameras. So you got that box, that one. They're all filled with wires and lens kits, and it's none of mine. But this thing right here is Milo's automatic feeder. So when we were out and about, so like before Milo was diagnosed with FIP, that feeder came in handy if we didn't make it at home at 8 o'clock. So we don't keep food in there, like, because Milo eats a combination of wet and dry. And it's a cool feeder. It does work. I just think that it's not meant for cats. I think it's meant for dogs more, because like the way it's made, it's just like too deep in there, and Milo has a hard time getting the food out. But it's just, you know, it's something that we have on hand just in case we have to like run out and we're not gonna make it back home for his dinner time. At least he's being fed with the automatic feeder just in case. And that feeder was like $40. It was one of those like cheap feeders, It's not perfect. It runs on these giant batteries that you have to put in, but it works for now. And then of course, like I've been saying, we have the little green machine. It is filled with water and stuff because I am going to be cleaning the couch pretty soon. So it's filled with solution and water. So whenever I have the time, I gotta clean this couch. And the crazy thing is, like, this couch is huge. So for the solution, it takes about half of that bottle. And I have to like refill this every, like, I would say like 3 to 4 times to clean this whole couch thoroughly. It's a whole day process. That's why I'm kind of lazy with it. But I will say that that little green machine is so great to have on hand, because there's been a few times where Milo has pooped on the floor by accident, and you just pick it up with like the little paper bags I have, and then you sanitize it with this situation. So it works great for accidents, even if like a little bit of wine spills, like you just clean it up. So I like having it on hand. It is very pricey now. When I purchased it, it was around like 90 bucks. I think they go for like 150. So I don't know why they went up in price. Maybe because it's like a viral machine. But I've owned it for, I want to say, about like 2 years now. And it works great. So no complaints. So let me give you the last full rundown of the closets. I'm really happy with it. I feel like it's more spacious, and yeah, I'm just happy with this whole space. And I don't know, I really like how organized it came out.